Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in live to the Wrestling Podcast, reporting live from the Pat McAfee Show. It is 808s and Chest Shots. I am your host, Jeff, joined as always by the Big Bell Grande Nick and the lovely Wakanda Lisa Rice. Also,
if that's where
joined
we
this
are,
week-
then I will leave right now.
Already ready to
Already?
go.
We got a clip already. We got a clip.
If
We
you
outta
saw
here. We
if you
outta
saw
here.
what happened at the McAfee Show this week, you kind of got to start there because that was pure chaos. Okay, or how about this? We're live from the WrestleMania roast. How about that?
Even worse.
Post-wrestling.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you could watch it, but the clips is online. Some of the clips are online, and it's pure comedy. Pure comedy.
I didn't see nothing, but okay.
Pure terror. Pure
We
terror.
got joined again this week by my tall Rico Benoit.
We on bullshit tonight. I see it.
I'm
We
on board straight.
Rico Benoit is crazy.
Bruh. How long have we been
Rico
recording
Benoit
already?
is in the
What?
building.
1 minute. We're 1 minute in.
Hey man, that right there
Okay.
was the wildest shout out in the history of the
Oh,
100 plus
God.
episodes of this show. That man shouted out Chris Benoit in 7 minutes into the recording. That was amazing. So that is from now on, you are Rico Benoit every time you're on the show. And of course, the negative one
boy.
himself, young negative James, is in the building. How's everybody doing this week, man?
Oh God. I'm good. How about y'all? I'm good. Can't
Hey.
complain.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Rico, how you, sir?
Ooh.
I'm doing good, man. I'm making it. I'm out here.
Rico, you set precedence, brother. I'm gonna be real. You jumped out the porch. You know what I mean. You made a mark. That been,
Rico Benoit is crazy.
I like that. I'm gonna have to rock with it.
yeah. Nick, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right. Just starting slow. Just I'm all right. I'm all right.
All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna pressure you as long as you all right. And as we always say, you can follow the show. It's and Chest Shots on the Instagram and the Facebook and the Threads. You can follow the show 808 Chest Shots on the Twitter or X if you want to use its slave name, because there's still a character living on usernames on the Twitter. So yeah, that's where we are. It is post WrestleMania week. Everybody's coming down off of that sugar rush of wrestling for a whole weekend, 4 consecutive days of 2.5+ hours of content from the WWE. No, 5. Pardon me, 5 days if you count NXT. Jesus Christ. So yeah, man, we're gonna get started. We're gonna cover a lot of WrestleMania stuff. We know a lot of people. That's what they're doing this week. It's the biggest week in professional wrestling. But I want to get started with one quick thing. Hey, a lot of you podcasters, take a chill, bro. We're here. We all are here for the entertainment. There's absolutely no reason for y'all to be throwing these hissy fits on your podcasts, on your radio shows, calling people out of their names, talking about the fans. Like a lot of y'all, I'm not going to name names because, whatever. But a lot of y'all have forgotten it's scripted. It's okay. Back, and just have a little fun. Jesus Christ. All right.
They shooting at us?
Nah, I ain't shooting us. Hell nah. They shot us.
Oh,
I
okay.
I'd have said that if they shoot us. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
Nah,
dog
trust me.
hollering? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
What do you
They ain't shooting at the gang, are they?
No.
They ain't shooting at the gang.
I would have definitely. I would have told y'all all to mute up, and I'd have took care of all that shit real fast if that was the case. y'all. One thing you either 4 of you have to worry about. If there was a problem, I would have handled that before we even got online. Don't y'all worry about that. It just I saw a lot of content this week, and a lot of people were upset with wrestling over the weekend. And it's like, bro, we here for this. We all are here to be entertained. Stop taking it so serious. That's all. So with that being said, Nick said we get started with night 1. Let's get started with night 1. Nick, what you got for us?
So, lady and gents, outside of the main event, what were your highs and lows of night 1? So let's start with Mr. Rico Benoit.
Let's start with the low. The low for me was the tag team match with New Day and War Raiders. I feel like it was a thrown together match, rush story. I saw the New Day winning. I really didn't see why it was WrestleMania worthy. I feel like it most definitely could have been replaced with the triple threat match we're getting this Friday, the TLC match. But the high for me, night 1 outside of the main event was What was the opening match again?
Jay and Gunther.
Jay.
Jay?
It'll be Jay winning. A lot of people was complaining about the end and saying it botched. Like, I don't see how they saw it was a botched ending. But Jay just finally getting his come up. The stadium going crazy. That was the high. I mean, we knew it was happening. They go ahead and get it out the way, set the tone for the show. So I rock with it.
Jay.
What do
Jay,
you
what's
have,
up with your-
James?
Jay,
The low
what's up
for
with
me
your
was
rubbish?
definitely Gunther and Jay. That was a low for me. How?
He's coming straight out with it.
Yes, because Gunther tapped out within 5 seconds of the chokehold. Like he
Wait a
didn't
minute.
pass out. He didn't struggle. As soon as he got in chokehold, as soon as he fell back, he tapped out. Like, nah, Gunther ain't going out like that. Absolutely not. But he did.
Hold on, Jay.
That was crazy.
I think that was just his way of saying F this and just getting it over with.
Probably, yeah. He knew he was gonna
But
lose. He's like, nah, I'm about to tap out 5 seconds to the chokehold. Crazy.
but
But
also
anyway,
thinking about it, he has choked out real quickly in the last time he lost the title in NXT, and what's the other title he lost?
Nope.
I see, but
Intercontinental too.
he didn't choke. He didn't pass. Well, he didn't get
Not,
choked out. He got pinned. The IC title match. He
and it
got pinned in the
wasn't that
second.
fast either.
Exactly. Wasn't that? Yeah, exactly.
Like those
I'm
were
just saying he got
long
choked out. I'm just saying
those
he
were
got choked out.
those
No,
were long,
ref-
grueling matches where his neck had been worked previously. He threw on one headlock. Like, yay for
I'm
him
just saying he
winning.
got choked out
I just
before.
don't like
That's
how
it.
it was done.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it was terrible. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm kind of upset for Jay winning in that fashion, but just like overall, just the way it happened, it was terrible.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, now what was the highlight of that match? Well, highlight of that night, ring one or match one. What was the highlight? That would be
Say something.
Outside the main event.
outside the main event. All right. Oh, night one. I might say Naomi and Jay Cargill. That's the only thing I really think of right there at this point.
That was a good match.
That's the only one. The only
They
night one match
delivered.
because Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte. That was kind of yeah. So yeah, night one highlight was Naomi getting new theme music. Maybe it's been there, but it's my first time hearing it. So Naomi getting new theme music. She had the little caution sign up, came out, and Jay Cargill. Now that Jay Cargill introduction, yeah, kind of trash. The ending it was trash.
You ain't like the
But yeah,
weatherman?
no, I didn't like the weatherman. No,
Ah.
no, I was sitting there watching. I'm sitting there watching it. And it's like, yeah, it's gonna be sunny. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, a storm is coming. Get out of here.
You know he's a real
But no,
weatherman, right? That's a real weatherman
I,
they
that's crazy. If it's real weatherman, that's crazy. It wasn't good. I'm saying that, but it wasn't good. You can tell it was definitely green screen. And all of a sudden, they went to the stadium and Jay Cargill coming out like, come on now, like no,
got.
I can agree. It was too cartoony for her
right.
Right.
character.
That's what it was. Too cartoony. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Too cartoony. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
not what you were gonna say. She helped you out with that.
yeah,
That
she
was
did.
rough.
Yeah,
That was rough.
she bailed me out.
That was
Andrea
rough.
bailed me out. It was terrible, but like it was a little too cartoony. But yeah, she bailed me out for that using that word cartoony. It was terrible. I definitely know y'all was watching like, what's going on right here? Terrible.
Okay.
I
All
thought it
right.
was a weird place to cut the commercial, honestly. I didn't know what was going on.
They could have did the like news flash type thing, but
Yeah.
they just didn't do it accurate. I mean, yeah, it made no sense at that point. But Andrea, what you got?
All right. Highs for wait. Should I start with highs first or lows first?
Whatever you want to start with.
All right. So a high for me was the New Day win. Not necessarily the match, but them winning simply because this is their first time winning at WrestleMania. Friend mentioned that to me after the fact. I was like, wow, that's a
true.
that's a sad fact, but good for them at the same time. A low a low for night one that was not the main event. Actually, I would say another high for me, maybe. It's not necessarily a high, but it's better than I thought it would be. Charlotte versus Tiffany. Because at one point it looked like they were fighting for real. And you know, like I love good.
It
I love a good
did.
scrap. I love a good now. Yeah, like Charlotte really made her work for it. So hopefully they do something with this. And I will say a low for me is definitely how Gunther lost, but not the fact that he lost. And y'all gonna be mad. But a low for me was the Jaden Naomi match. Parts of it.
We're not mad. We're not mad.
I'm mad at that.
I know.
Go explain
I
that though.
know.
I want to know what you mean by that.
Jade still needs work.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, I'm on this all that, but okay,
that's
go
it.
ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, well, we not gonna be honest?
Yeah, we're gonna be honest.
we're
Yeah,
gonna be
I saw
honest.
that too. I'm like, okay,
Respect.
little spots have been called. Yeah, I saw that too. But go ahead.
Yeah, because like she looked really good when she attacked Naomi at Elimination Chamber. She looked really good when she attacked her on SmackDown afterwards. But then you would think that that would carry over to the match, and it did in some areas. But then also, you can tell she still needs guidance, and you can tell that like you could tell because to me it looked like they was just moving from spot to spot to spot. Like it wasn't no real like the it didn't tell a story in between, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think eventually they're going to have to treat her being Jay, like they treated like WCW treated Goldberg, and just keep it as simple as possible.
Of course.
Because
people been saying that, but they just won't do it.
They won't do it, and they keep trying to. Because I'm with you. There were times where that match looked great, and then there were times where it was like, yeah, dog, this ain't it. Like, you know what I mean? And you had to be honest about it. Like this ain't
Right.
it at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think what you're saying, like I said, when the times looked great, Naomi was carrying, she was doing what she needed to do, and then he again said like the spots like when he worked, it seemed like Jay needed that work. So
now, granted, I will say a high of WrestleMania. I would put this on the highlight reel for the whole show. Was that what was it? That power bomb Jade did.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the actual work they were doing looked good. It just looked like they were doing work, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
I got
That's
you.
it for me for night one.
Jeffrey.
Andrew, I want to
what
real
you got?
quick, Andrew. I want to revisit something you said a few shows ago. You were talking about how the women representation wasn't really up to snuff. I asked you before. I just want to check in now. Now that we finally are getting women's matches that don't involve titles, do you think we're moving in the right direction yet, or do we still need a little more work?
Moving in the right direction, still in need of some tweaks and guidance. Because this was something I want. I don't get why Lyra Valkyria was in a tag team to begin with at WrestleMania, and I don't.
Right.
They didn't mention Chelsea Green at all.
Andrew's spitting right now. That's she's spitting facts.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm like. We had multiple women's matches on the card, yes, but they're not making sense.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
It's giving here damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect it. No, I just want to check in.
So we're going in the right direction, but like you gotta hold the wheel straight, you know?
Yeah. So you start making left turns. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. A low for me. I'm nitpicking with this. Was it me or was I understand they were trying to do the serious side of Jey Uso when he was coming to the ring, but him not participating in the yeet made it fall just a little flat for me when he was coming to the ring. Like I was expecting that to be a little more exciting and a little more interactive, but him not participating, leaving it up to the crowd was a little lackluster for me. I could just be nitpicking though.
No, it's not just you. It's not just you. That's why I was thinking the same thing. I saw them like they kind of played him with the entrance.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a CGI, holograms, all of that in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. But I'm like, they kind of played him during the entrance. Yeah. They had people run down the ramp waving flags, yeet flags.
I
They kind of
mean,
played him doing that.
okay.
So again, it wasn't just you. It wasn't just you.
Okay. So that was a low. I love the fact that he won. I love the fact that his brother came out and celebrated with him. Great there. But that was a low to start the match. A high for me. El Americano, what's his name?
The GOAT, El
It-
Grande Americano.
El
Respect
Grande
him.
Americano.
Respect him.
This is Kurt Angle like comedy, but still
Respect him.
good heel work. Like Chad Gable deserves an award for this. Like he's
It's
putting
not
in
Chad.
work.
It's not Chad.
It's not Chad. It's not Chad. Who is it? Who is it?
El Grande.
Somebody from AAA, but it ain't Chad.
That's okay. Whatever, dog.
It ain't Chad.
It ain't
Somebody
Chad.
from AAA, but it ain't Chad.
That's right, because they did do the little CGI when they was in the room together. But this is every 10 to 15 years, WWE pulls this out with like Hogan and Mr. America and Kurt Angle and I forgot who he was. You know what I mean? They do this every so often, so it's cool, man. I thought this was going to be the match where I got up and made me a beverage, but I actually watched a little bit of it. That was entertaining. So shout out to El Grande Americano.
Hey, it's Santo Escobar for all I know.
Okay, it's Del Rio. It's
Del Rio for all I know. It's Del Rio for all I know.
Yo, music time. 2 minutes, nah.
Who you got? What you got, Nick? What's your
We
lows?
got Benoit 1 episode. Now we got Del.
You hard.
Yeah.
You a hard critic.
Del Rio though. Seriously,
Hey, Del Rio, wild dude. Wild dude. But what you got, Nick? What's your low?
I'm gonna unmute you for that. But all right, low was the match you just talked about with El Grande, whatever his name is.
They just gonna hate.
I'm sorry. You want to get the mute again?
When I get muted for in the first place, it was Jeff said that, not me.
Was you? Anywho,
That's okay. Go ahead and finish. My fault. My fault, big boss.
I'll go with that because I would rather it be Rey Mysterio in that match. Honestly, they put Ray Peters in a tough spot. That was my thing, and you putting him in that, and it's kind of like the chemistry looked a little off, and yeah, I wasn't feeling that. Wasn't feeling that at all. High, I would say Jay winning the title. That's a high. I give him that. Jacob Fatu winning the title is a high.
We didn't even mention
I think y'all forgot about that. Y'all
We
forgot
did.
about the werewolf.
Yeah, it was
That
like
was night
one. Yeah. I think it was like the third or fourth match. Yeah.
Let me pull up the card because
I think it was a third. I think it was the fourth match. To be honest, first match was Jay and Gunther. Second match was
New Day.
What's the second? It don't matter. I think it was like third or fourth match. To be honest, yeah. Second match New Day.
Yeah.
Third match was.
It was LA Knight and Fatu.
Was that third match?
Got it.
No, third match was Cargill and Naomi.
Right. Yeah. Oh, then that might have been fifth match. It might have been fourth or fifth match. Then.
It was the fifth match, the El Grande Americano.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot that even happened until Jeff said something, and I thought Jacob Fatu was on Sunday night.
No, he was Saturday night.
It was
a lot of wrestling, man. There's a lot of wrestling.
There's a lot of wrestling.
Well, yeah. Look, 2 nights is crazy. Now everybody moves SummerSlam to 2 nights. Yeah.
And I watched Stand and Deliver too.
That's it.
You watched it
before? Yeah, it was a lot of wrestling.
It was a lot of wrestling.
It was really good. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it.
Really good.
Right.
And that time zone, the time zone stuff was rough too. Like a lot. Yeah.
Because Stand and Deliver was 1 p.m. for me. That would have been what, 10 a.m. for y'all?
12.
And then it was 9 a.m. when they were wrestling.
Yeah.
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 Tough, man. Like it was that, and it was like think about. I mean, even the indie show. I know it's not what we're talking about. Shit, indie shows were starting at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 a.m. for indie shows. It was crazy, man. Crazy.
Can we talk about indie show real quick?
Nigga, I ain't even get to talk yet.
My fault, big boss.
Go ahead, Big Bill Grande.
Now, like I was saying, Jacob, like I said, Jacob and LA Knight. That spot when LA Knight caught a moonsault and they hit him with the finisher. Yeah. That whole transition over to Jacob grabbing the rope. Beautiful. Beautiful wrestling right there. Beautiful wrestling. One more high before we go into the main event, I would say, like Andrea said, we're getting more women's matches without a title being involved into WrestleMania. And I like the fact that they had 2 women's wrestling matches on this first card and on the second card as well. I want to see them step up more with the women's wrestling. Because you got the talent there, just got to push it somehow, some way. And Jay is almost there. And yeah. So yeah, that was a high for me. 2 women's matches, big stage of all, both sides. I'm good with that. Now, the main event. Let's start with James. Your thoughts?
Main event. I'm pretty sure we all saw it happening. We all saw it coming. He was going to join Seth. We saw that happening.
Somebody predicted that last week.
It might have been, I think it was Jeff.
Yeah, I think it was Jeff. It was one of y'all.
Yeah, I think it was Jeff. It wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it was Jeff. It wasn't me, though. I think I had CM Punk winning because it's the main event, and he ain't ever main event in WrestleMania in his life.
Yeah.
But again, I had CM Punk winning that. But again, you can kind of see it coming. Once Seth said, "You owe me a favor now," we kind of knew, okay, Paul about to join him. Yeah. But that match was great. It was a good match.
Great match.
Great. Great match. So I'm going to leave it at that. It was a good match. Great match.
Benoit.
I agree with James, man. 5 match. I did foresee Roman eating the pin, which I believe he did.
He did.
I didn't think Seth was going to win, though. That part did kind of surprise me. I really thought it was going to be CM Punk, especially when they played their promo. I was like, CM Punk most definitely winning when they played the promo. But overall, the match was a 10 out of 10, man. It was great story, great execution. High sports entertainment, I'd say that. It was way more sports entertainment than Night 2 main event.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to that next soon. Andrea.
I don't know. I kind of agree. I agree with everybody else. I didn't necessarily, because I know a couple episodes back, I did say I didn't see Seth winning this one. Not yet. But after he did the whole, oh, you owe me a favor thing, it started to make sense. And then when you think about who Paul Heyman is, he's betrayed both of them. Has he betrayed CM Punk before?
I think it's the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe to this extent. He's betrayed Roman before. He's betrayed Roman twice before. So, I mean, it kind of made sense. Once you start thinking about it, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say I agree with Rico. Like, once I saw all the fanfare for CM Punk, he got the band to play the intro, he got the video package, he got This Fire Burns, he got to be in the main event with his homie by his side. But there's no way he's winning. He has to.
No way at all.
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
Right. I have a question, Andrea.
Yeah.
I remember you saying, you know, Paul may have betrayed Punk before. It might have been around that time where did he have a Ryback at one point?
Ooh.
When Ryback was a Paul Heyman guy, and like I remember Ryback and Punk had like a couple matches or a couple altercations.
It
and
might
Curtis
have been.
Axel.
Was it around that time?
Was it Ryback and Curtis Axel? I wasn't watching back then,
but it might have been.
Right.
Oh.
Feed me what?
Yes. Yeah, like there were a couple Paul Heyman guys that we just don't talk about anymore, like Cesaro and
Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel. That run right there, the Ryback, Curtis Axel, and Cesaro run was like, we don't mention that. We don't bring that up.
Okay.
It's like Jordan with the Wizards. We don't bring up Jordan with the Wizards.
That's crazy.
We don't bring up Jordan with the Wizards.
No, I know Ryback and CM Punk had a couple matches, and I believe at that time, Paul Heyman was on Ryback's side.
It's dark times, bro. We all trying to forget that shit. That's bad. It's really bad.
Okay, we forgot about it. All right.
Yeah,
all right. My fault.
As AI with the Grizzlies, you know what I'm saying? It's really bad. It's really bad. AI with the Grizzlies is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really bad. Is it my turn? Is my turn, Nick? Is it my turn? Oh, you know me.
I'm going first.
As soon as
I'm going first. As an avid CM Punk hater, seeing him lose the way he lost. Yes, injected in my vein. Hear my vein. Right here, inject it. Put it right here.
Just put it. Just
Don't tell
But
your shit up.
Jeff's at home sick.
Am I the only one? Like, I think me and James saw this, like when the low blow from Roman came, how Paul was very slow to get down, and then ready his wrist up, and he did the.
Savored it.
That was a lot. He wanted to sell that.
He had to make sure he hit. Differently.
Make sure he hit it. But 10 out of 10. Cinema. Let's see where it goes next. Jeffrey?
All right, I'll make this quick. Y'all may or may not know this. My favorite basketball player of all time is Allen Iverson, right? Allen Iverson made the finals one time. He won one game. That first game against the Lakers, one of the most. I got it. I wish I could turn my camera around. Got it hanging up. Got the shot hanging up in the office here when he hit it over Tyronn Lue. That's one of the greatest. That's one of the greatest moments of my sports life, right? They didn't win that chip, but that game is like Allen Iverson's championship, right? CM Punk getting that entrance video at WrestleMania and that entrance with Living Color doing the song and playing Fire Burns throughout the entire video was like he won the match. I don't care he didn't win the match. I was happy. Like, I was a happy man. When he came out, when he and Paul Heyman came out, they reenacted the match when he was, I don't know if y'all remember this, Living Color played Punk out when he wrestled Undertaker at WrestleMania. And Paul Heyman, they redid the whole entrance like it was brand new. So, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing, just having that memory come back, this was the highlight of the whole weekend for me, was the Punk video in the entrance and the pop. He got the biggest pop of the evening. That's not talked about enough. His interest alone got the biggest pop of the evening. So my dog, to me, that was bigger than any win of night one, night two. That entrance, that video, shout out to my dog Punk, man.
They gonna have a silver lining after that. Like, how? This is WrestleMania. You got a silver lining on WrestleMania? You see, now I know what Jay be talking about. Shout out to Jay Full Sport Press. Now I know what he be talking about now. I'm gonna text him and say, now I know what you be talking about now.
That was my moment, bro. That was my moment. Like when I was kind of dozing off a little bit. It was late, but when that video came, I was tapped in. I was tapped in.
Right, so Jeff, when he took the selfie, he was like, "Yeah, that's my boy right there."
That's it. That was it. Like that was it. I was it.
Yeah, when you go talk about the selfie he took, he's like, "Yeah, that's my man. That's right there. That's my boy." Right.
That's it, bro. That was a hell of a night, man. Again, Punk got his moment. That's all I care about, man. Punk got his moment.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell Jay about this, boy. Boy, we're going to have a good discussion. All right, now let's move on to night 2. Highs and lows without mentioning the main event. Let's start with Jeff.
High of night 2, not the main event. Bianca, Rhea, and Io should have been the main event.
Yes.
That should have been the main event. Like, damn.
They saved that night.
I will admit it. I thought this match was going to be a stinker, just simply because I didn't believe in Io, and she showed up and delivered. That was, other than the Punk moment, that was my second favorite match of the whole weekend. So that was my highlight. My low light, night 2. So night 2, I said this last week. I said night 1 was going to be the better of the 2 nights. Nah, night 2 was. I don't have a low light from night 2, to be completely fair. No, that's not true. No, I take that back. AJ Styles and Logan Paul. I almost forgot that happened. That fast, I almost forgot that happened. Look.
That's how bad it was, ladies and gents.
You got to get Logan Paul on the show. And to be fair, the match really wasn't that bad, in all seriousness. Because AJ can wrestle a broomstick and make it look good, truth be told. But I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all. So that was, if I had to pick a low light from an otherwise amazing night 2, not mentioning the main event, more on that later, it was Logan Paul and
AJ. Okay. Crippler Crossface.
I don't want to piggyback off Jeff, so I'm gonna go with the Fatal 4-Way. The match was pretty dope. I didn't expect Dom to win, and him winning was with the crowd reacting was crazy. It's almost like he going face with it, so that was dope. Penta was great. That whole match was good, just like from the beginning to end. Low light, like Jeff, I'm gonna have to go with the Styles. I expected a better match. It was so slow. Like the most memorable thing I remember is Logan catching the drone in his hand. Yeah,
That was fire.
that was cool. But outside of it, the match it didn't really hit for me like I thought it was. I was expecting more. Paul always had these viral moments on the matches, and that one didn't really hit for me.
Okay, I'll go with this one. The triple threat match is the star of night 2. The main event, I didn't care no more about the main event after watching that match because that match was great. All three of them ladies did their thing. I don't like, and I'm segueing to a low light, I don't like all these people booing Bianca Belair.
What's up with that?
I don't get that. I don't know when did it start. It's just so damn frustrating. Like, to see her go out there night in, night out, and then people just booing her. Like,
it started in Europe and came back with,
and it
came back with them from Europe to America.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. But
a little bit of pushback.
I was feeling that.
Somebody had to be the heel in the match, though. Like, it couldn't be 3 baby faces.
True.
You know what I mean? So, and I think maybe Bianca could do the heel thing. She could. They need another heel. A good one, anyway.
Was she heel in NXT?
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We want her to go back.
Yeah.
All right. Another low. I did not like this whole Becky Lynch coming back on this tag team thing. I was not feeling that. And just for her to do what she did on Monday, yeah, that was just stupid. I want to throw the whole thing away and start brand new with that. Last high, I would say Dominic was I'm gonna say my boy Joe Henry coming out.
Joe Hendry
coming out.
Yeah.
That pop was crazy too.
Yeah, I was shocked at that one.
Yeah, shout out to TNA for doing the right thing for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, last low, I'd say the timing of AJ Styles and Logan Paul. It was too long. Yes. Andrea, what you got?
All right. So, highlight of the night for me is definitely the women, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. I said before we even saw the actual main event, I said it while the first match was going on, like just watching it, they should have main evented. But I want to ask you, Jeff, like, do you not have eyes? Like you said you didn't believe in Io. Like, what do you mean?
Well, okay. Here's why I say that.
I don't even mean it that way. Like, I want to understand like what you mean you didn't believe in her. Like, she's like,
what you mean?
What would make you doubt her?
I'll say it this. So here's why I say that, because the fan in me, I wanted a one-on-one match between Rhea and Bianca. And I felt like even though Io was the champion, she was getting in the way. And in the build to the match, they portrayed her like she was getting in the way. And so I bled in with it or believed in it, like, yeah, she is kind of getting in the way. Let me just get Rhea and Bianca, who I really want to see for a championship, right? Like, I wanted, like, in the build, the championship match between Io and Rhea was happening after Bianca won. You thought Rhea was going to win that belt, and like we was going to get that point, right? And then we didn't. We got a triple threat. It was like, damn, I ain't see that. So that's really what it was. And so I just was not there for Io until the match actually happened, and now I'm one of her biggest fans at this point.
Okay, I would say, I don't know if it was the Raw or the SmackDown before WrestleMania, but it was one of those where Io cut a promo where she talked about how she's being portrayed as getting in the way, where she said neither one of them would be here if she wasn't the champion. They can't have this match without her in the first place. So, right. I don't know. Like, that was, I'm happy for her. Yeah, she's talking her shit.
They did.
I love that.
They did a great job with that. Yeah.
Yeah. They did.
They made her a star.
So that
they,
was,
to
and
me,
her
they made her a star.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, and her winning too was a highlight for me. I will say the men's intercontinental championship match was also a highlight. I feel like I don't know, I feel like the theme for the weekend was betrayal. Was betrayal and disappointment.
Lots of.
Yeah, no, like
Mm.
because you knew somebody was gonna betray somebody else, but of course it was gonna be Dirty Dom doing what he does best.
My boy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know
Dirty
Finn
Dom.
Balor don't let nothing go. You see how long he dragged out this whole Damon Priest beef.
He ain't letting
So
that
we'll see
slide.
how we'll see how that turns out. That was a high. Randy Orton and Joe Hendry was a high. I definitely think out of everybody, I think Joe Hendry probably got the loudest pop all weekend, to be for real. Those are all the highs. The lowest low of the weekend, I feel. Maybe second lowest low is the Logan Paul defeating AJ Styles. It didn't need to happen. I feel like it was done to I don't know, maybe I
TKO.
don't even know what all he said, but I don't know. I feel like it was done to legitimize somebody and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
TKO. They did it. They fought.
Oh
Whoever
yeah,
did it.
yeah.
And whoever did, we don't need any more of it. We
It's
don't
because
need
I
it.
don't get the Logan Paul obsession because like when he's on the show, do the numbers actually go up? Like have they actually profited off of this connection? Like is it really mutually beneficial the way it was presented?
His social media clips go crazy for them,
That's it.
and that's what they really care about, driving them numbers for them.
And that's what Karrion
But
Cross
it's
was
His
just social
mad
engagement.
about
media
too.
numbers. Does it actually translate into money?
I mean,
I mean, the
Nah. At this
advertisements and
yeah.
whatnot, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I
oh,
think it's just
okay,
the
well,
social media. It's the social media clips, the YouTube clips. Whenever he's mentioned, they do numbers, so they gotta involve him some kind of way.
okay, well, at
Right.
AJ Styles' expense, I guess if AJ is cool
Yeah.
with it, then if he like it, I love it.
There you go. There you go. Is it main event time,
All
Nick?
right, James. No,
James ain't
James.
wow shit.
Negative.
Let's go
The
negativity. Let's
low,
do it.
the low for me. I'm backtracking everything I said last time I was on here.
Uh-huh.
I definitely said Logan Paul and AJ Styles gonna steal the show.
You
I
did.
thought it was
You did.
I thought it was gonna be a spot match.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too, John.
They sold me. They sold me. That was trash.
The old school wrestling match.
Didn't
It,
Andrea
it, it
tell
was.
you?
It was. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. But that match was trash. The highlight, my boy Dirty Dom getting that dub. Eddie be proud right now. Eddie smiling on Dominic right now.
Eddie would be proud. Oh
Eddie would
my
be proud.
God,
Eddie
man.
is proud. Eddie is smiling down on his baby boy winning the IC title.
That's crazy, baby boy, crazy.
He's smiling down on his boy right now. Dirty Dom. I wasn't expecting it. But once he seen him hit that first, I'm like, oh no, they ain't about to let Dom win. Then he got the 1, 2, 3, and I was like, oh boy, he cracked. Hey, Dirty Dom, but shout out to him.
On his friend.
Yeah.
He got the
And I mean, hey, things happen.
yeah.
Things happen.
It's just business.
Exactly. Just strictly business.
Nothing
Hey, what happened
personal.
in Vegas? What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Like he said.
He did
Hey,
say
he should have kept his head on a swivel. I can say. Should have kept his head on a swivel. That's all I can say. He wasn't watching, and Dirty Dom capitalized. Now he's IC champ.
Dirty Dom.
Shout out to Dirty Dom.
Lord have mercy.
That's all you
You do
got?
your highlight. Dirty Dom was your highlight, right?
Yeah, Dirty Dom's a highlight.
Okay.
Yeah, Dirty
All
Dom's a
right,
highlight.
so now let's talk about it. The main event of night 2. John Cena. Cody Rhodes. Crippler crossface. Thoughts?
It was terrible, man. I was actually sick. Like I thought I had the cold, so I couldn't really breathe out my nose. And I'm watching this match, and I'm like, man, this is so terrible. And then Travis Scott come
it's
out.
crazy.
And so I'm like, okay, we gotta be getting the Rock too, right? He take this long entrance down, and John Cena just smiling at him. He get in, him and Cody do their thing, and that is all that the distraction that he needed to be him. I was like, they could have kept it. That was I give it a 0 out of 10, man.
Do
0 out
not
of 10.
recommend. Do
Do
not
not recommend.
recommend. Negativity. Talk it up.
He's right. I have to agree. Like it was bad. That again, like once he knocked out Cody Rhodes or whatever, all of a sudden Travis Scott music hit. I'm like, bro, he had a whole theme and he walked down. Like the ref can't hear his music. Like why is Travis Scott out here for real? I know he gotta get his receipt, but still, he had like a 5 minute entrance. You thought Jay Uso entrance was gonna be long. Travis Scott entrance was way too long. And then he, like I said again, John Cena Reigns smiling like Travis was there for no reason, to be honest. Be real. Like, what was the reason? And then, of course, just the ending of it, he hit him with 4 AAs. He gonna pin him, but he hit him with the belt one time, and now he's KO'd. He's knocked out. It was bad. I want to mess it. I'm not messing with it. It was terrible. Fiend. Oh, all right, bro.
Yeah. What you got, Andrea?
I was expecting John Cena to win, but not like this. Not like this. The assistance from Travis Scott makes no sense. I don't get why he's here, what role he plays. Like he's not a tough guy. Like he's not a tough guy. He looks like if the wind blow too hard, he'll fall over. Like he's not intimidating. I don't believe Cody Rhodes is intimidated by him at all. But that's besides the point. Jeff kind of sort of somewhat touched on it at the beginning of the episode, but y'all heard what The Rock said. I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson. Y'all heard what he said, right? About his involvement or lack thereof.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Jeff, I feel like, where you want me to go?
I feel like John Cena's heel turn. I feel like it was not just rushed, but rushed with no care. I don't think they had any type of plan. Clearly. Or maybe they did have a plan and they have, I don't know. I'm not trying to give nobody the benefit of the doubt or nothing. That's not my business. But based on the things I do know, I can say I feel like this was just something that was thrown together. Yeah. And it was not good. And I feel like WrestleMania suffered for it. I feel like John Cena's retirement tour might suffer for it if they don't turn it around.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
You want to go, Jeff? Do you want me
to
go?
I'll go. I'll make it quick. If I never hear Fiend again, it'll be too soon. If I never, they played that song. Monday. They played that song every intermission during the show. And then he took the entire song to walk down to the ring trying to look cool and be a heel. I'm like, bro, this isn't the start of the match. You're interfering here. Like, you got to kind of get there, show a little bit of urgency to do, like.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Took forever in the day.
Andrea said something, and I agree with that 100%. I think they had a plan. And I don't think this was the plan. I think now we're trying to figure out how to pivot. The plan was to get Cena the belt. The plan was to turn Cena heel. So that's all there. How we got from A to B is where the chaos is happening.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
I didn't want to speculate, but that's what I was getting at.
It has to be, because this doesn't make sense. Travis Scott doesn't make sense. Rock. Right. What Dwayne Johnson said on the reason why I said that we're from the Pat McAfee show is because so much happened on McAfee this week. You know, between him getting choked out,
it's only
the
Wednesday.
Rock statement, Paul Heyman, yeah, all of that Paul Heyman did on the McAfee show, which was a show, one of our shows in itself. We could talk about that, but the Rock saying that the final boss is no longer needed but then saying he can revisit the Ceiling of the Souls thing is my way. I'm thinking like he got some movies he's doing and he can't commit to this because there's no way he plays a role. It all is off kilter here. Like from when he came back, what was it, Elimination Chamber? Not Elimination Chamber, but one before when he showed up when Roman and Cody were in the ring. When he first
Bad
came
Blood.
back, Bad Blood. He shows up at Bad Blood in
Blood.
Atlanta. And then the first Raw on Netflix, he's like good guy Dwayne. And then he comes back at Elimination Chamber and he's turning John Cena heel. Like there's a story that could be told. I just don't know if they're gonna if Dwayne is gonna be there enough for them to tell it, and that's what's messing all this up. And the last thing I say, because I don't really have anything positive to say about this match, Cena turning heel should have been a bigger impact, but the fact that Cena will not commit fully to being a heel is the reason why it's not hitting like they wanted it to. Like there needed to be a change of the entire way he's presented. He needs to come out in a suit. He needs to come out, I don't know, like a different haircut. Like he needed to change it up a little bit. Like I do like taking away the colors on the ramp. I thought that was dope, but the presentation is still regular Cena.
We need Thugonomics Cena.
No, it didn't have to be. It could be corporate Cena. That's it, corporate Cena.
In dress pants and Stacey Adams. That's what he needs to do with the comb over.
Okay, I was thinking more of like, okay, Thugonomics Cena again, like maybe not the whole throwback jerseys and stuff like that. I mean, like I was thinking like a different theme music, to be honest.
I'll do you one better. Hollywood Cena. Just be Hollywood Cena. Just be Hollywood Cena.
That's crazy. Again, what you mean is crazy. Nick ready to press that button.
Hollywood Cena was the move, and if he does that, right. but I feel like because he doesn't want to go completely here, because eventually when he retires, it's gonna be a face, and I get it.
Right.
Because when his last match is gonna be, he's gonna have his moment. We are gonna, whatever. So I get it, but Hollywood Cena, corporate Cena would have been perfect, man. But yeah, never got to hear Fiend again though. Didn't like the song to begin with, but never got to hear that song again. Go ahead, Nick.
Travis Scott, stay your ass at home. Why be on the ramp for almost 50 minutes doing the theme song? You're supposed to interrupt the match. The match is down there. You're supposed to run, do something. Why? Okay, cool. The match could have been better organized. Yeah, whatever. Now let's get to this motherfucker named Dwight The Rock Johnson. When he went on Pat McAfee and said that shit, that he was like, the Playing the Boss is done and all this. This one I knew he's still mad about Black Adam. He's still mad about that. Hear me out. So Black Adam fails. He's back in with TKO. He's now in the office. He's on the board, the Final Boss team, blah, blah, blah. The whole thing with Roman, then he comes back. Then, he goes on NXT and he's being, think he can jump back into this and think he's The Rock. He can jump back into this without ease and does a poor ass promo. I remember that poor ass. It was poor. It was terrible. And now he's probably getting more movie offers now. And this whole thing with Cena, I just feel like he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And that's what affected this whole thing. Now with the Roman thing, he wasn't 1 foot in, 1 foot out at that point. He was in. He was there on the weekend. He was doing those 50-minute Instagram live promos that we talk about so much. He was locked in then.
The writer's strike.
Yeah, writer's strike. But for this, he was not locked in. And that's what made this shit fail. And I feel like if The Rock would have put his energy in this one like he did in the last one, we wouldn't be talking about how bad this match was.
Last year.
Yeah. I have
okay.
No, I was gonna say I saw a theory on Twitter that this is The Rock giving them a receipt for not letting him do what he wanted last year at WrestleMania 40.
What did he want to do?
Wasn't it supposed to be Rock versus Roman, or was that the year before?
That was Rock versus Roman.
Yeah, like he wanted to do that last year. And so now this year, he was like, nah. And so that's the theory. I'm not saying that's what he did.
But it makes sense,
yeah,
and
the
I can
Cody
believe it
Crybaby.
Yeah, it
because of
makes
The
sense.
Rock.
The Cody Crybaby.
Right. Because I remember like last time I was on there, I was like, hey, Cody ain't been touched. Like WrestleMania 40,
Exactly. He
Cody's
said it.
getting beat up week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he ain't get touched at all for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it
You're
makes
right.
sense.
You're right. I just feel like The Rock was one put in, one put out, and then he stepped all the way out at the wrong damn time and made this whole match just a stinker.
Yeah. He sent Travis Scott out there. All
You
right.
sent
move
Travis
on.
Scott out there to say
Let's
Fiend 50 times and
let's
be in the same
I know.
spot.
Oh, that's enough. Next, what we got before we get out of here?
I'm done.
Monday Night Raw.
All right, let's talk about the card that we could have got. And
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. This is a long list of cards, a long list of matches. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right. So this is what we could have got. Some of this we actually. Where'd James go? Okay, there you go. All right. So a lot of this we did get. So just be mindful. So this is what we could have gotten at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Seth Rollins as a singles match. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the Women's World Title. Rhea Ripley would have been the champion in this match. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day. Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Io Sky and Asuka. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. And Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable.
that's 3 round man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think so, yeah. They did, yeah.
Braun and Drew might have actually hurt each other, I think.
Exactly.
Somebody's getting hurt. Yeah.
Somebody dying. Somebody leg messed up. Shoulder blade popped
fun.
out.
It'd have been like that Sheamus and Gunther match when they both left the match chest red and shit. Like it was all bad, but that'd have been fun. I would not have wanted to see Jay versus Nia Jax though. I do not want to see that.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Respectfully, I would have.
Respectfully, that would have looked like the stare down would have looked impressive, but that match, woo. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Don't know
Somebody
about
had to. I mean, Nia most improved, but I
don't know if she can carry someone like Jay who needs a lot of like coaching.
A lot of
still.
work.
A lot of work. But
Yeah.
she looks impressive though. She looks really good. But yeah.
respectfully.
Respectfully. I don't mean in that kind of way. I just mean like she looks the part of the wrestler.
People
I'm
want
saying
her
it that
to
kind of way.
be. People want Jade to be Brock Lesnar, but she's Goldberg.
Mm. That's the clip.
I was gonna go do even better, but you know, I think you got it with that one. So I was thinking it's like they want to be kind of like China like.
She's not. Let me not go. Let me not say it like that.
Don't go there.
No, go there.
I see that makes sense though, because say what you want about Brock. Brock looks the part, but also Brock could go. And Brock could go with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could make anybody look,
Yeah, no, I was saying I had the thought earlier when you said they should book her like Goldberg, and I was thinking, they want like like special attraction like Brock Lesnar, but she's not like Brock Lesnar because like you said, Brock could actually he looked and performed the part. He looked like a monster and moved like a monster.
Yeah,
right.
We gotta send her out there to just to dominate some people and get it over with quick and be impressive.
How many dominations can we get though? Before we were like, hey, we need her in a long time match. I know we talk about Goldberg. Like Goldberg matches last 5 minutes at most. And we're like, bro, we need him to go longer or do better. Like be a real wrestler. I'm gonna say that much.
We are adults. But I think the kids would buy into her. They already buy into her because of the Storm thing and the superhero look that she has. So you get her out there kicking people and power bombing people in 3 minutes, man, she'll be through the roof, dog. More than she is
with
right now.
Right, with the kids. Got you. Got it. Okay.
And we will fall in line like how we did with Cena. Like we didn't like Cena. Cena sucks, and if Cena wins, we ride and all that stuff. But we'll fall in line. You know what I mean? We'll understand what it is. But yeah.
Right.
Yep. Bad Bunny and Dominic Mysterio match would have been good though.
We needed that because hey, look, be real. Dirty Diamond got a real 1-on-1 WrestleMania match. He got screwed first two times. First it was who was it first time? It was Bad Bunny first time. And second time it was the
Right.
Eagles players. The
Oh, yeah.
Eagles players, they robbed him. Now he officially got his WrestleMania win. Again, shout out Dirty Dom, man.
Shout out Dirty Dom.
1-on-1 against Dirty Dom, you ain't gonna win.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the hard part we figuring out whether it be Seth or CM Punk versus Roman. That wouldn't have been a hard
Because the
one
other
to
person
choose
didn't have
from
a
it.
dance part. Yeah, the other person didn't
Yeah,
have a match
exactly.
though, right?
Right. It wasn't no CM Punk or Seth on the whole card as an alternate.
know.
Like no alternate match for them.
Yeah. And I know
I
we
would go
want to get
Roman
to
Reigns. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, John.
No, I'll say I would go Roman Reigns. Seth, he's been needing a win for the longest. But like, he had his wins against Bronson Reed with Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. He had to win against there. Like PLEs, he's gonna win. But he's getting beat up week in and week out before they let him, take a couple weeks off for his back injury or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say this WrestleMania, it would have been CM Punk against Roman Reigns. Seth could have interfered, could have came in afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like just that match, it'd have been Roman Reigns and CM Punk. That's what I think.
Okay.
And they both. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. You finish.
They both would have been fighting for Paul Heyman. That's all what it would have been. Like a fight for Heyman.
Paul Heyman in the shark cage.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That's
I was just about to say they either weren't planning the betrayal or the betrayal was always the case, because one of y'all just said that there wouldn't have been a backup match. The backup match for whoever didn't make it would have been the Logan Paul. So it wouldn't have been AJ Styles. Because remember, CM Punk and Seth Rollins both had words with Logan Paul earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been one of them. And I don't think they would have lost.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So it would have definitely been Seth Rollins then. So it would have no. Never mind. See, this is why we didn't get it, because it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
True. Yeah. We sitting there thinking about like, it don't make sense. Yeah, you're right.
Quick hits.
I skipped the match. That's why. CM Punk or Seth Rollins versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That would have been the other one. Yeah.
So we don't get Jey Uso.
Reading is fundamental.
Gunther probably would have won that one.
All the words.
We want to get CM Punk getting his ass whooped by Gunther? Damn.
Yes. Hey, Jeff, hey, it's your man's.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, that's your man's. What you gonna do about that, bro?
Slap the ink off his chest.
Damn, we missed a good.
Listen, man. As long as we got that video package and that entrance, I wouldn't have cared. I promise you, bro.
That's crazy.
Once that happened, I was good.
Silver lining Jeff. Silver lining Jeff.
Hey, you don't care if your man getting chopped across his chest, ink coming off. You like, hey, as long as we got the package, we good.
If the package and the entrance didn't happen, then I would have been pissed off. But that right there, bro, you gotta understand. I was singing word for word, bro. Can't sing and can't lick, but I was tapped in for Fire Burns. So that took, dude. That's summer of Punk. Like that's. I said on the show before, that era brought me back to wrestling. Like I had stopped watching for a while, but Punk ascending to the top in WWE. What was going on in Ring of Honor with Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen back then, and Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole and Sami Zayn, El Generico. That whole little run right there, that brought me back to wrestling. So I'm always a fan of that. I'm with it.
Got you.
All right. I'm gonna do some quick hits for Monday Night Raw. Oh, you got it, Nick.
Oh, we do have Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it quick. Because a lot happened on Monday night. And I'm just gonna go over a couple of things. Y'all tell me just quick answers, yes or no. Rusev is back. Do we get Lana? Rico?
No.
Yes, she got a Legends contract. She in there.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think she comes back full time though. Like not as a manager.
She will be back. She'll work your backstage behind the scenes. That's about it.
What you got, Rico?
She'll be back.
Okay. Do we ever, and I mean ever, see Brock Lesnar again?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
See him doing what?
Do we get Brock Lesnar back?
Oh no.
I'm saying yes.
Okay.
They probably gave us some offers though, but no.
Do we, now that she has turned heel, fresh off of winning and losing the Women's Tag Team Champions, do we see Becky Lynch become a Paul Heyman woman?
Oh,
Possible.
it's possible.
Possibly.
Possible.
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 Yeah.
And I say that because this looks like, I'm showing my age on this one, what they are doing looks like the Dangerous Alliance 2025. If kids that were listening to this, Google Dangerous Alliance. That's when he was Paul Lee Dangerously. It was Medusa. It was Arn Anderson. It was Flying Brian. And yeah, this could be a 2025 version of that with Seth, Braun Breaker, and Becky Lynch. That would be freaking amazing. All right. One more quick hit. Cody Rhodes. Do we see Cody Rhodes in the month of May?
No.
We shouldn't.
Nick?
He's been on TV every week.
I'm thinking
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
see him Friday, Jeff.
Huh?
I'm thinking we're gonna see him Friday.
He comes out Friday? Really?
I think so.
Okay. So that's still April. Okay. All right. Got you. So we see him before you even get to May. Okay. All right. Now, last one. This is actually the last one. John Cena versus Randy Orton. Do we get that at WrestleMania Backlash?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the promo already got Randy Orton on it. Like, right? On the promo?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we get it at Backlash. I don't think so. We get that early now.
Andrew, what you think?
When is Backlash?
A month from now.
A month from now?
That's just
Like
pretty
3
soon,
weeks.
isn't it?
It's like 2 or 3 weeks actually, or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can.
It's May 10th. It is 3 weeks away. Oh, wow. I don't know if we get it that soon.
Right.
I don't know. Randy Orton versus John Cena. You think he'll defend that soon? Is John Cena advertised for? Okay,
No.
yes, he is advertised for the card.
He is advertised.
On Wikipedia says this event will feature John Cena's first appearance at a Backlash event since 2009.
Negative.
Yeah. Negative James internet being negative on him, so he having a tough go.
No, I'm back now. I had to get my charger. That's me. That's on me.
It's negative.
Okay.
How even your utilities negative?
Yo, chill. I had to get my charger. Relax. My phone was dying. I had to get my charger. Relax. Hey, we run over negativity
Even
over
the
here.
phone charge is on negative.
We run negativity over here.
We run negativity over here. It's crazy. Oh my god.
We run negativity over here.
Oh my god.
That's the title right there. That's the title. We run negativity.
We run negativity. All right, so those are the quick hits for WrestleMania, for the Raw after WrestleMania. Soon as the negative one gets his camera back on, he's gonna give us his.
Is it not on right now?
No,
it's on right now. It's not.
No, that's why we're saying all of this because there you go, buddy. There we go.
I pressed it a long time ago. Okay, I'm back. I swear I hit it a long time ago.
That's why we've been saying this whole time, because your camera was off.
That's crazy. Okay, I hit it a long time ago. Okay. I swear I'm looking at myself and talking to y'all. Okay, cool.
All right. So before we get out of here, James, you got an entry into the Negative James Hall of Fame.
You already know I do.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm trying to figure out a way to introduce this person without giving it away. This person is a great trainer and behind the scenes type of person.
Okay.
And I'm sure this person had he has at least 92% of the world's problems solution. I see y'all. You're kind of stunned right now. But yes, he has the world problems in his hands and a solution. So all I have to say, I have to ask one question. What does everybody want?
Oh my God.
Jeff knows. Jeff knows. What does everybody know? What does everybody want? What does everybody want?
Hey, that was a crazy character. Talking
Hey,
to her head. Come on, man.
exactly.
Talking to a
Al
mannequin head
Snow,
is
my
insane.
boy. Al Snow. What does everybody want?
Crazy.
Hey, as kids, we was yelling, "Oh, your head, yeah, head." But we didn't know what we were talking about. We didn't. Hey, we didn't know what we were talking about. We was like, yeah, head. Hey, here, everybody in the stands getting a head.
That's a crazy.
Okay, all right. You know what? We gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap this up. That
Al
note.
Snow, welcome to the Hall of Fame, my boy. Al Snow's in there.
My God,
That's
Al
wild.
Snow, Al Snow, and the mannequin head. Got to have the mannequin head too.
Yeah, hey, 92 to work. Hey, a little bit goes so far.
Okay. Hey, do you think of these off the dome, or you do a little research?
No, I thought about this like a couple days ago. I'm like, I know who I want to dump. I'm like, man, I gotta think of somebody. Because first I was thinking of a female, but I'm like, I can't think of no female to go to the Hall of Fame right now. Then all of a sudden, Al Snow just hit me. I'm like, yeah, Al Snow's in there. So yeah.
What's the qualifications to be in the negative genre?
That's a good question.
They not gonna make the real WB Hall of Fame, so they gotta go into my Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That's qualifications. They ain't gonna make it the real one, so they gotta make it to mine.
I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, right?
Nah, he ain't wrestle, bro. Did you wrestle?
Okay, you guys got anything to say to the people?
I have a question for James based off his qualifications.
Yes.
What if they were in the actual Hall of Fame but got kicked out?
They can make it. They can make it. Then they can make it. If they got kicked out, they can make it.
So would Sonny qualify for your Hall of Fame?
Oh, dear God.
I have to do.
Oh, you better not put her in anything.
Hey, you know, Andrea, she might make it. Hey, she might be. She might make it. She
No.
might make it. Nah, Sonny might make it. Hey, Sonny's not there. She might make it. Hey, that's another female. First, I was thinking about Jazz. I'm like, Jazz might make. I was thinking about Jazz. I'm like, Jazz might actually make it to the WB Hall of Fame.
Oh, he got muted. Off top. He still talking. Oh man,
On that note,
the link.
Sonny, she.
No, she killed somebody, I think, right?
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, she yeah.
You still talking? You muted, bro.
Wow. This show has given us two new nicknames.
That's why I asked my boy, like, does he know?
We got Rico Benoit and Sonny James, man. Sonny James. All right. Do you guys have anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Always do your research.
Always do your research.
Yeah.
Nick, what about you, brother?
Justice for Bailey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get that, Nick. I mean, Bailey's accomplished a lot, though.
Yeah, but bro, it just don't it feel like it's sucking the air out of her at this point.
I don't know. When I say her I think it should be a person who's never accomplished anything. But Bailey has accomplished a lot already.
I feel you, but at the
she
same
won
time,
at WrestleMania last year, right?
Was she in WrestleMania last year?
I think she won last year. She just won last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She did.
But still,
okay.
It's just justice for her though. But yeah, I feel you though, Rico. I feel you.
All right.
No, Benoit and me, man.
Rico. Oh, okay. Rico, you got something to say to people before we get out of here?
Hey, my boy on the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, man. Shout out to Carmelo. We looking up.
Carmelo. Yeah.
Shout out to Carmelo.
Yeah. Shout out to Carmelo. James, you got anything? Oh, you still on mute. Don't matter. Because
I got him.
Hey, still on mute, crazy.
Okay, James.
Sonny James.
What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Do your fucking research.
You got something?
I know what she did, man. I know what she did. Yeah, DUI. Okay. Anyway, no, I ain't doing that.
No. Okay. All right. So thank you for tuning in.
I'm not doing it.
Thank you for tuning in to the little podcast that could. Thank you all for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for engaging with us. This is what wrestling is all about, having a good old time. Follow us, like us on the social medias, all those good things. But most importantly, Please stop throwing chairs. We out.
I'm about to see this. I'm about to do my research. Shout out Chris Bay.